This is Kevin Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They took the loss in this. NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron, Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
That's good from Mozgov. Mozgov hits them both. Now here's Conley from deep three-point range. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Dellavedova in at the one spot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Kicks to Dellavedova. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And for Wright, being traded twice, he's one of those players that is so efficient, but in small doses. So really the ultimate bench guy to come in and give you minutes in the post.
So nice passing there by Memphis. On the wing, Stevenson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Grizzlies have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that...
And a pretty tightly contested... All right.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. First of all, you guys have put together an impressive effort on the offensive boards. There are a bunch of points that we wouldn't have right now if you hadn't dedicated as much energy as you did to that part of the game. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. And
all right, fans, let's get up, let's get
And now the start of the second half. Neither Memphis ends up going with the new group. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
And that was a huge advantage. The free throw game, always a significant barometer in terms of who wins and loses.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for LeBron James. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Freak in a 2-guard. Green is out there with Barnes. Then there's Chris Anderson, and it's Adams in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. That's good.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Stolen by Thompson. Irving drives in. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
He had point guard numbers tonight, racking up those 8 assists. It was a really unselfish performance. He kept the D guessing all night. You could never get comfortable with him, trying to figure out whether he was going to take it for himself or set up a teammate.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.